Hi, this is Veronica with Treetop Secret, and in this math DIY for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade teachers, we are building an area kit. And it's designed so that you can easily and quickly put together a kit from materials that you have around the home or in your classroom. So we always begin with the brain in mind. And on my website, which is treetopsecret.com, I have a training on Mr. Brainy and the multiple senses, and this just helps you to understand why it's so important to have our students use all of their senses when they're learning a concept. And so I hope you'll go check it out, and that's what I'm using to design the kit. Any resources, we start with the brain in mind. It engages the senses, helps to activate the brain in different areas, store the information in different parts, and it helps the student to recall, recognize, make connections, and eventually be better problem solvers and critical thinkers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you. I just got a box at Walmart. You can use any box. You'll probably want to label it. You don't have to use die-cut letters if you don't want. You could always just write with a permanent marker what the kit is. So as fancy as you want to get or as simple as you want to get. You could even use a tote bag or a cardboard box, anything like that. I just picked up this box at Walmart for $4 and change, and we're building the kit. Now I need to turn the camera down so that you can see everything I've included. So give me a second to do that. Now, under the lid of the box, I went ahead and attached a folder. I just hot glued it on there. And I have a formula chart because I want the students to know that they have one spot to go to if they need any kind of notes or if they need any kind of worksheets. And inside, I do have a worksheet for the students to be able to complete. Now, I'm going to set this aside and I will show you what the worksheet looks like. And basically what I put together, and you can do this very quickly in Microsoft Word, for example, you can put together a table that has the following information. Now, I'll go through this one in a bit, but let's say you're going to include 10 items in your kit. You'll just want to label them off as 10 items: model, shape, formula, length, width, side, and then the area. And the students can show the work on the second page. So something like this is really easy to do. If you're going to have many items in the box, you don't have to start with many, but if you want to, you can have many items inside of the kit. You can just leave it blank so the students can fill in what the model number is. And I call the items inside of the box models because I want the students to know that these are models for helping them solve problems. They are not toys. And if you are an MLP member, that's my Math Lesson Plans program, then this is inside of the teacher's workroom. So just make sure you go in the teacher's workroom, click on the Math DIY box, and you'll see these in there. All right, so one of the things that you'll definitely need to add inside of your toolkit is a little toolbox, and you just want the tools that the students are going to need to be able to measure. So rulers, measuring tapes, if you have a real measuring tape, that'd be great because it really extends. This one is up to 12 feet. And if you're going to have the students cut anything, you'll want to, of course, have scissors inside of the box. So that is something very handy. That way they're not searching in around the classroom or anywhere else. The box is in there. Now, if you have books around, which you probably do, then that's one way to include a model that's just very handy and cheap. Use your own books, though, because you're going to want to put tags on there. You can also just write it in with permanent marker. So 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, the students know they have to measure the area of the cover, and that's one easy model for them to be able to use. You can use envelopes. So anything that you have around the home, again, I have different sizes of envelopes. So 2A, 2B, 2C, I think you get the idea. To add some hearing and some texture to the mix here, we have bubble wrap. So just make sure that you number that off. And bubble wrap, you can include more of that, of course. And any gift bags you have, any old gift bags that you have laying around, or pick them up after the holidays because they're super cheap. So different sizes, just make sure you number those off. I like this one, for example, because it's really long, so the area is really different on that. And then a gigantic bag from after the holidays. And the kids really like to measure things that are not the standard size, so that one's fun. And gift cards or any little cards that you have, like that's a rewards program. card. Here's a business card, greeting cards. This one is laminated the whole thing, so they know they have to measure the entire area there as opposed to just the cover. Felt is another option, and because it's super cheap, they have all different kinds of felt nowadays with glitter and stuff like that, so it's easy for you to cut and create the different sizes. Scrapbook paper. Now these are totally fun because it just really is stimulating to the senses, to the eyes especially, and to the taste buds. They can make you salivate. So a batch of cookies, some candies, limes. So they're all cut to different shapes. The students know they have to measure for area when it comes to these particular pieces of scrapbook paper. If you have any old scarves, they all come in different shapes and sizes. This one is a square one, and this one is a really long. So again, some variety to the shapes that the students are measuring. And if you don't have like a little carpet or a little rug, think about a yoga mat, something like that. I like this because it's just really tight and it's easy to store away. And the students like it because of the measuring that they do. It's a really long piece to measure. Wrapping paper is another option. You want to pick a thicker paper. And of course, paper that's on sale. This one I found on sale, so I went ahead and picked that up. Now, after the holidays, look for rolls of paper that you can get really on the cheap end. It won't hurt when you see scraps of paper. And for this, and for also fabric, what you want to do is extend the activity that the students are doing with area by putting out little index cards that say, cut out a area or square that measures this area. Cut out a rectangle that measures this area. Those are great options to extend the activity. So of course, you know, fabric, all different kinds of textures. There's even fabric that's made out of fur and things like that, and suede and leathers. And get scraps because they're all different types of sizes, and it's different for the students to be able to feel the texture of those things. And the kids really enjoy when they're able to unroll a bolt of fabric. This is something that you can pick up. You might even see some empty bolts that they'll let you have and just roll some cheap fabric on there. The kids love doing that. Again, index card that says cut out a square or a rectangle that measures blank area. And so those are really fun ways. The ultimate, of course, is when you can bring in food to the mix. But you always want to make sure that you tell the students not to eat it because it's a tool and not a treat. And so honey-made graham crackers, and put on the box, do not eat because they're full of germs. And the students usually get pretty good at this. They know because that after they do the work and they're working diligently, that you're going to give them the treat. So they have fun with that. So that's definitely a good way to stimulate the senses, those taste buds, and really bring all of the senses to life. And that's what it's all about. And so I'm going to turn the camera back around, so give me a second while I do that. Gosh, I hope that wasn't too scary as far as moving the camera. All right. So that is the area kit. Now this one is full of models, but of course your area kit doesn't have to be as jam-packed as this one. So I want to know, if you build your area kit, I want to know what you put in it, and send me a picture. I'd love to see it. Now if you have any questions and you are seeing this on Instagram or on Facebook, please leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you. If you are watching this on my website and you want to reach out, go find me on Instagram and Facebook. I want to hear from you. Questions, comments, anything like that. And share your pics. I'd love to see them. So I am over on treetopsecret.com, and you can find me at all the handles for that particular site with that particular name, Treetop Secret. And until the next math DIY, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me, and I hope that you have so much fun building your own area kit for your kiddos. Bye!